Okay, that was one battery dead. We got a new battery in. I think this is, this one's not totally charged, but hopefully it's enough to get this done. So I'll try to be a little more picky with what I record so we get it all. So I'll do this one, and it'll drop down in this hole. Hopefully, I've got it blocked off there. So we'll see. My bad, guys. Alright guys, so that's the top here. That's what we have left. I'm gonna try to set you guys up here at this high point. Hopefully it gives you a good vantage. But I'll pause for a little bit and get this set up. Some people may ask why you would even attempt to climb a tree or remove a tree and rig stuff out in heavy winds like this, but it's just something I've gotten used to, that weird sway. And in some cases, what you've seen before this, the wind can be extremely helpful. It's blowing in the direction you want. You can get away with a lot of stuff. The problem is if you're not paying attention and it's blowing against the direction you want to go, it can become very dangerous and easily get you hurt. But I ended up having a bunch of stuff going on and my mind just wasn't on what it should have been on, and that's how that mistake happened. But you'll see it. I just did that so that you didn't have to swing it, the rope all the way back So that was another time that we used the span rigging, and I knew that with the span rigging, the limb was going to stay closer to me than going to the right, because the right was actually the high point. When you're span rigging, it's going to move to the low point always easier than it will move to the high point. You kind of have to remember that if you're using span rigging. So I knew it wasn't likely to drift all the way to the right. So on the next one here, I could see that just a simple redirect would probably be enough to get it past the gutter. So that's what we're going to try here. Just a simple redirect over to the limb that's above me, and hopefully it'll pass by the gutter. Now that cleared, but just barely, and the reason I'm more prompt to do that limb as opposed to the next one is because it was such a straight limb and didn't have so many sprawling limbs off of it. So I felt like it would fit through that little hole and by the gutter much easier than some of these other ones. So I look up at this limb and I kind of quickly realize that it's not going to work with the redirect. It's a negative rig. It's just by the time it hits the system, it's going to hit the roof. So something else has to be done. Alright, so as I finish up my phone call here, I definitely don't have my mind on what the wind's doing, and I pay for that. So maybe stop if something happens, clear your mind, especially before firing that saw up and making any cuts.
Because the wind pushed it right back on me, and then I should have stopped cutting, but it looked more violent hitting me than it was. It actually hit me pretty soft. So I was like, oh, okay. I expected it to be like, ow. But no, I kind of landed right on even the top of this other one over here. Maybe what I'm thinking is with this one, see that? I am gonna look this one up and let's put it right in here. And then I'll be cutting wood for a little bit. Maybe bring one chunk of wood off this. But I'll be bringing wood, or cutting wood, and that gives you time to get caught up, and then that's our last 2 minutes. And then I'll just be cutting wood, and you'll be able to finish up. I thought that was somebody else. One of my buddies